Come with me, toy fans.
Hey G.I. Joe fans, my name is Tony and welcome back as always to the Analog Toys YouTube channel. And just before we get into this kind of sort of news update video, I want to quickly apologise to the patrons for not giving you this video 24 hours early because this is a breaking news story and I kind of wanted to get the video out as quickly as possible. But you know, you have at least got 48 hours of early access to the recent restoration video of the Action Force ATC. So the big news, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard already, is that Toy Fair 2020, Hasbro has announced a new line of 6-inch G.I. Joe action figures. This is a line that fans of G.I. Joe have been wanting for a really, really long time. We haven't had a lot of we've had hardly any G.I. Joe product over the last few years. And it's not a surprise that Hasbro are releasing this 6-inch range right now when they're doing it, because obviously we've got the Snake Eyes Origin movie coming, I think later this year or early next year. Actually, the latest rumor I heard is that the trailer for Snake Eyes Origins may possibly drop at Toy Fair 2020. If it does, I'm not going to do a reaction video. That's not what I do on this channel, but I may just do a video with my thoughts on that trailer and maybe put it on the Patreon page or something. So the big news that dropped a few days ago, the first images that we started to see were of the 6-inch G.I. Joe Snake Eyes action figure, which I believe is an exclusive figure. And I was really, really impressed with these images. It's very closely modelled off the look of Snake Eyes Version 2 from the original G.I. Joe line, like this figure we got here. It really evokes that Version 2 Snake Eyes look. It's the classic look with some minor upgrades. I love the addition of the Arashikage clan symbol on the belt buckle. This figure comes with a lot more accessories than the other products that they've shown at Toy Fair. I believe because this is an exclusive figure, it's obviously packed in with a bit more stuff. It's available now on Hasbro Pulse for pre-order. I believe it's $39.99 US with a limit of 5 pieces per customer. But it's not due to be released until July. I think it's going to be shipped in early July for those people who pre-order the 6-inch Snake Eyes action figure. And yeah, I was really, really impressed. We've seen more images of this figure than we have of the others. The packaging, I like the design. It was quite understated. I kind of wished it was a little bit more like the traditional, you know, with a bit more color, like the traditional G.I. Joe logo, rather than, you know, the black and light gray or black and silver, whatever it is. But as I said, I believe this is an exclusive figure. And then in the last 24 hours or so, we've now started to see images for some of the other figures. The other two that are displayed at Toy Fair are Roadblock and Scarlet. I love the packaging for both of these characters. I like the color choices, but I'm actually not that impressed with these two figures. Scarlet, I really don't like the colour scheme they've used for her uniform. I wish they had kept the same sort of colour scheme that they had on the original Scarlet action figure from 1982. Roadblock, I don't think is a bad figure. I just do not like the accessory whatsoever. He's got some weird kind of laser cannon, and at the end of the day, Roadblock should come with Marduce, the Browning 50 caliber machine gun. So those two figures, I think, a little bit of a disappointment. I've been really, really excited for this line. I've mentioned in numerous videos in the past that if Hasbro were ever to release a 6-inch range of figures like for G.I. Joe, similar to, you know, the Star Wars Black Series or Marvel Legends, that is one modern toy line that I would collect. And when I first saw Snake Eyes, I was like, right, this is it. This is the modern toy line that Analog Toys is going to start collecting. You know, we're all about the vintage here, but this is going to be the one modern toy line that we would start collecting. But then, yeah, I really sort of felt let down by the images that I've seen of Scarlet and Roadblock. Now, I don't believe this is on display at Toy Fair, but there have also been a couple of images surface on the internet of a 6-inch Duke action figure, the First Sergeant Duke. These don't look too bad. I actually quite like the look of Duke, and I'd be tempted to pick up this figure as well. But yeah, I don't believe this one is actually on display at Toy Fair 2020. Now, often when Hasbro release like their waves of Marvel Legends figures or waves of Star Wars Black Series figures, they also always release the waves and they include 4 figures. I actually don't think that Snake Eyes, Scarlet, Roadblock and Duke is going to be the first 4 figures in the wave, because I believe Snake Eyes is just going to be an exclusive that you can only get through Hasbro Pulse or maybe at a Comic-Con type convention. I actually believe that the 4 figures in the first wave are going to be Roadblock, Scarlet, Duke and Gung Ho. And the reason I think it's Gung Ho is there was a short Instagram video put up today by Hasbro Pulse, and the artwork display behind the G.I. Joe products shown there at Toy Fair has 5 characters on the artwork with Gung Ho sitting at the back. So that's my educated guess, is that Snake Eyes is going to be an exclusive. Of course they're going to make him exclusive and put the extra accessories in there and charge a little bit more because he's one of the most popular characters, and it's going to be, you know, even for people like myself who don't collect the entire line, we're more than likely going to pick up a Snake Eyes figure. So that's what I think is going to be in the first wave. I could be wrong, you know. If I am and you know a little bit more about this new line, then leave me a comment in the section below. I'm also really interested to hear your thoughts. So leave some comments below. Let me know whether you're as excited about this line as I was. I suppose I'm not as excited about it now. But, you know, let me know if you're going to start collecting it. What are your thoughts on Scarlet and Snake Eyes? Have I missed the mark? Have I misjudged something? Maybe they are, in your opinion, they're better than what I think. But another thing I'd be really interested to know is what other characters would you like to see Hasbro bring out in this new 6-inch range? For me personally, I really wish they'd done a Storm Shadow, but I reckon that may be the next exclusive. I would have loved a Zartan, at least one Cobra character, I suppose. During the first wave of 4 figures, you probably could have done 3 G.I. Joe figures and 1 Cobra, but I'm sure stuff will come in waves 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on how well this product sells. And I'm sure a lot of that's going to hinge on how successful the new Snake Eyes Origin movie is. I think if that movie's popular, it'll give the brand a real resurgence, and this line will do quite well. So, all right, guys, thank you all for watching. I'm very interested to hear your thoughts. So, as I said, hit me up in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, which will drop on Patreon. Will drop on YouTube. It's already on Patreon. It'll drop on YouTube very soon. That's a restoration of the Z-Force Armored Troop Carrier that I filmed last weekend. So, all right, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.